Jimmy's fault being late to class. Stand in one chair.
Joey. Mr.
Hey,
Jim.
Dad.
Come on, say the fun of Chase, it's smart.
Alright, let's listen. Okay, so today we started looking at knighthood and the Middle Ages and King Arthur. And I will, after near the end of class, I'll return your papers. Some of you listened and did a nice job, and then others, I don't know what was going on, but today we're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at King Arthur and, you know, focusing more on where we're going with him in his life. You've got a broader picture, you know, the background things. You learned about chivalry, you learned about some of the characters, you learned about the importance of the knight in society and what their job was, and all of that fits in with King Arthur. So today, I'm going to give you another sheet of paper, and you're going to do the same. This video isn't as long as the one that you saw yesterday, but it has 2 parts. Okay, now, the one you're going to see today has the family in it, who these people are, and Arthur's origin, okay? We don't need this nonsense. You know, it gets old, it's so juvenile. I mean it, you're not mature. Some of you are not on your grade level.
I'm on my level.
On my level.
This is play school stuff.
What? Are you being grateful?
Okay, now when you get your paper, put your name up on the right-hand side, way in the top. Just knock it off.
Jordan, say it! What's up, big guy, B?
Jordan!
Just knock it off.
Jordan! Fine.
Parents walking down the hall right now, and you know, I'm sure your parents would be real proud of you. Some of you just don't get it, and what you're doing to yourself.
You just can't get that.
Say we have a visitor.
Did you hear them all the way down in your room there? They're acting like some of these boys.
You just can't control us.
God?
Yelling. Did you hear them down there?
Do something.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr. Island,
Yes.
I have your locker number
Alright.
for, do you have any of your books? Did they get,
Yeah, I got this on it, you know.
did you remember your locker number?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got your locker number.
Yeah.
And he's checking with you with your books?
I'll just get somebody else to do it.
So when do you have German?
So, I already have my German, I just need to look at it.
Okay, all right. Is any teacher giving you any homework to do in the cafeteria?
Yeah, Thompson did already, but that's it.
Okay, all right. Okay. Who have you had already so far? What about, Pitt Thompson and Les? And what, do you need anything else? Sorry, I didn't make sure.
We have lost our right.
What?
You got somebody else in your books?
What do you do?
All right.
I'm honest.
Chris, say hi. Sorry, the paparazzi's recording you. Yes, I'm paparazzi. I'm recording this class. Hello!
Anyone heard from the cat lately? Wait. The TV turned on? Oh, okay.
Chaze, that is enough.
Kristen! Large and all!
Enough with the noises.
This isn't first grade.
Not preschool.
Hey, Kristen, do you think you can touch your elbows behind your back?
What? Huh? Are we doing the same thing we did yesterday?
Yes, you're taking
Is this the
notes.
same tape as yesterday?
No.
Is this the same tape? Is this the same tape?
Is this the same tape?
No, you don't do that. Don't worry.
King Arthur, the Legend and the Land. Part 2, The Land. The land of King Arthur includes parts of Great Britain and France. In Great Britain, Arthur is linked to eastern Wales, western, southwestern, and southern England. In France, the land of Arthur and his knights radiates outward from Brittany. One of the most famous versions of the Arthurian legend is Sir Thomas Malory's Le Morte d'Arthur, a medieval romance with all the stories.
God bless you.
In his story,
Bless you.
one of the first is Pentacle, a small village located on the western coast of Cornwall, England. Pentacle has been accepted as the site of Arthur's
Chris,
life since the 12th
take
century.
notes on this.
Oh my God. My name.
away, Rabbit. Put it away. Put it away.
Where is the land that Arthur was born?
Put away the lyric
One
list.
past the oldest building in the village. At one time, this crooked slate roof building was a manor home where the community mail was delivered, thus gaining it the name of the old post office. Leaving the town behind and descending a steep dirt path, one travels through a valley called the Vale of Avalon. The path continues to the seaside, where a cave and a beautiful blue sea can be seen on one side.
Let's do this. You're not gonna take a lick practice on
Come
my
on, man.
Let's go, everybody.
At the top of the steep path with many stairs, a wooden gate opens onto the ruins located on a high ridge jutting out into the sea. In the early Cornwall began building a castle on this high cliff. His task was finished later by Richard, Lord of Tintagel, the brother of Henry III. Many years later, Edward the Black Prince, who had become the owner of the castle, let it fall into the ruins that are seen today. The low walls on either side of this path within the ruins of the castle are the remains of an old Celtic monastery which existed prior to the building of the castle in the 12th century. Fragments of imported Mediterranean pottery found in these low walls have been dated directly to Arthur's time in the latter part of the 5th century. Beneath these ruins, the cave of Merlin underlines the headland. During low tide, one can walk through the cave to the other side. Whether or not Tintagel was the actual birthplace of a real hero named Arthur, the headland with its medieval ruins seems to satisfy the romantic part of Arthurian legend. The next site mentioned by Mallory is London. In the legend, Arthur pulled the sword out of the stone near a cathedral. The area during Arthur's time would have been inside these old Roman walls. It was to the Tower of London that Queen Guinevere later fled upon receiving the news of Arthur's death from Mordred, his nephew. Wales, particularly the eastern area, plays a significant part in the legend of Arthur. Mallory mentions the site of a victory by Arthur over his rebellious family. Highly imaginative history of King Britain and the and was the home of the second legion during the Roman occupation of Britain. The Roman Museum contains many artifacts recovered during excavations throughout the A large amphitheater is excavated also. It is 184 feet surrounded by open earth banks with many bricks and walls showing through. This is the only before it was uncovered, Braxton Mountain was called the Table, referring to round in Arthurian lore is Bodmin Moor in Cornwall. This is where Arthur and Rose went after Arthur broke the sword from the stone.
I'm Isaac Burning. Oh!
You boys that are goofing off in here, you think this is real comical, which nobody else does. You got a weird sense of humor, and this isn't the place for it. You're ruining it for everybody else in here. And I don't care if you don't want to listen to this, that's fine with me, it's your grade. At least have the common courtesy and decency and good manners to keep your mouth shut instead of being noisy, disrespectful, and not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And like I said, you know, it's all going to be funny to you, but someday it's all going to catch up with you.